Hey everyone, Matt Father here with another Chappe challenge game. So after our game 6, where we had slugfest with the good AI offense going against us, so we won the game and we completed our challenge, which was to steal 10 bases, which I had been kind of worried about, but they had a pretty weak arm at catcher, which made things at least a little bit easier. Um, and so I went ahead and did most of the setup and stuff. Um, I kind of forgot the order I was supposed to do things in and may have cheated the system a little bit, but that's okay. This whole thing is just for fun. So I rolled for my challenge before I started trying to swap players out. And my challenge is to hit a home run with someone with batting less than 5. And that would have been quite the feat, and still will be somewhat challenging unless I can maneuver something with a power-up, which is pretty much going to be my plan, because at the time our only batters that fell into that category were my custom, and I was kind of worried he would go above a 5, or at least up to 5, after some improvements that I was able to make to him, going from Game 6 to Game 7. And then we have Donald Bogle, who has consistently hit singles for us all season, but not much else. And so when one of my randomized trying to swap out players situations, sorry, uh, was swapping out Tony for Cindy Chang, who is a clone of Vicky Kawaguchi, so one in batting, and so we'll see when we get into the game. She has not had a good season for the AI so far, because the season stats will have kept track of that, even though she hasn't been on my team. And I love Tony, and he's a good hitter and good fielder in my opinion, but fills pretty much the same role as like Randy Uno and Amir and Molly May even. So we have a lot of these pretty solid, like power-ish hitters already, and needed somebody like Cindy anyways. So it's okay, but would rather have been able to keep Tony, and the other swaps weren't serious considerations. At least knowing what the challenge was going to be, and it's definitely going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to, like I said, try to time some power-ups properly and get myself out of it that way. I don't know what team I'm playing against either, so that could make a difference. If my custom has hit a home run, so he could always just randomly do that, but we shall see. Yeah, let's go ahead and go in game. And like I said, Cindy literally has no hits so far this season. Does have 2 walks, but also has struck out 10 times. So I've had better luck playing with her in the not too far past, as in she is on my other team that I've been putting videos up for lately. So I have more faith in her than she's been showing for the AI, and if she can, she's probably the one where if even like something with a crazy bunt, she has enough speed to make it all the way around the bases for a homer. So that will definitely be something to keep an eye out, and we will likely not be able to afford not using power-ups in this game. But that's okay, because that's not really a part of the rule set. I might even start trying to show off some of the like true grounder ball rule set, and kind of game the AI. And we are playing at Cement Gardens Paveway. I can't actually remember what's the difference between the two. And alright, my whole defense has been reset, and my batting order too, but the batting order looks roughly like how I would have it anyways. But defensively, who do I want behind the plate now? We're obviously going to still let my custom pitch, who is up to some pretty decent stats all around now, really just an all-around player at this point. Lower in batting than everything else, but I think he's got at least a little bit of sneaky power. And this is a good field to just kind of get lucky with a ball down the left field line. And let's see who else we want at key positions. I think I want Donald patrolling in left. I think I want Ken at short. Molly's pretty good at third base. I think I like Randy at catcher. Oh wait, we can put Cindy somewhere more valuable. We can play her at shortstop. Eric, I like at first base. Amir makes sense at second base. Alright, go ahead and put Ken at catcher. Randy in right field. Something like this. Yeah, that'd probably be okay. I might have to tinker with it as we go, but batting order wise, do I want to stuff all of my lower than 5 batting at the top so I have more chances? I think I do. Yeah, pretty sure that makes most sense. And then we'll stick a couple of actual power hitters behind them to try to clean things up if we need to, something like that. And then I'm actually going to bat Randy last as a try to get a decent hit going and clear the bases before we get all the way back around to Cindy. So something like that. And we are playing the Marlins, who look, first glance, to have, and they have some really, really strong players and some total duds. What a weird team. So like, Cliff Floyd's a beast. Zena is one of the better hitters in the game. Julie is arguably the best all-around player in the game. And like Fernando's solid. Artie and Reese are like okay, and then Chrissy, Perry, and Rose are like borderline unusable, like not in the top 200-ish players really. So just a very mixed bag in this Marlins squad. Rose is on a good day, but I still feel pretty comfortable hitting anything out to right field and not worrying too much. And their middle, Chrissy might have a decent arm, I honestly don't remember, but their middle infield is slow and pretty weak overall, so if I can't get the ball, if I get the ball past Julie, which is an ask, that's something to keep in mind, or just trying to hit really short grounders where Reese can't make the throw in time, as long as the ball doesn't go too far and get to Julie, basically. And I think that pretty much gets us up to speed, so we can get into the action.
Pitching is my life.
So, as usual with the custom in this game, we're going to be trying to get a strikeout with each of the pitch types, because that's worth a +3 in the kind of under the hood ratings to each of those pitches. And we've slowly been improving those over time. To make it easier on me, I try to go from top to bottom. Cool. So we got our first strikeout with a heat. It'd be really nice if we could get up to 10 strikeouts total in the game, but that seems at least a little unlikely. Wow, caught the corner, inside corner with the slow ball for strike 1. And then Cliff fouls that one off for strike 2. We're going to try a high and inside slow ball. Might catch the top of the strike zone. Oh, it does. Awesome. So, struck out the first 2 batters in the game. If we can somehow do the same to Xena, that would actually be our first immaculate inning. So, an inning where you get 3 strikeouts on 9 pitches, which would be pretty absurd. And not going to happen. Alright. Randy's going to try to play this off the wall. That was about the best I've ever fielded something there, and we're actually going to get the out. So, for once I played good human defense and got Randy in a pretty good spot to go get the ball and then chunk it to second. Zenos, like, I obviously had a good bat, as you saw there, but not a ton of speed to go with it, so shouldn't have been stretching that to a double, but that's okay. Worked out for me. And we got our first two fastball and slow ball strikeouts. And I'm pretty happy with that. And we go into the bottom of the first with our new acquisition, Cindy Chang, who pops it. It's supposed to be a grounder swing, but popped it a little too far up in the air, right where Reese could catch it. So first out of the game. With Donald, we are going to Donald in with the custom. We're going to go with open stance, line drive swing, try to get enough power on it to pull it into the alley where it can just bounce and sometimes get credit for a home run. Julie fooled me on that one for strike 2 in the at-bat. And that's going to probably be an out just from Julie fielding it herself. Oh, but she threw it off the head of the poor first baseman. So Donald with another single on the season, but that doesn't really help us. So we'll see if my custom can get anything done. We're also going to be stealing on Reese. Not going to swing at that anyway, so... And luckily Julie... I feel like if Julie actually acts like a cutoff woman and then throws the ball to second, we could get out on some of those attempts, but caught the high and inside corner for strike 2, so now I just gotta kind of swing away, but not at that very low and outside pitch for a ball. I think that's high. Ooh, just barely. Go to a 2-2 count. 3-2. Still don't think I've drawn a walk. Maybe I got my first one last time, though. That's going to be a strikeout. Wasn't quite ready to switch all the way to open and swing at that fastball from Julie, so she got me there. We will not yet, at least, have our home run with a batter with less than 5 batting. Bringing up Ken Griffey Jr. in the cleanup spot this game. Still have Donald on second base. I think I'm just going to leave him there. Could probably get away with stealing third on Reese, but I just don't really like that pitch, so I'm not going to swing at it. With a now 2-1 count, we're ahead of it, so not a big deal. Can take that one inside. Might never actually swing other than when the ball's going back to Julie to speed things up. Yeah, should have taken that one too. Looked like I might be able to clobber it, but yeah, I was really just trying to foul that one off. Thought it might get called a strike and didn't want to strike out. Do have to actually win the game too. Ken with an amazing swing on that one. That's going to at least bring some runners in. Fielded well by Fernando, but looks like Ken's going to get a triple and no more out of it. Ooh, actually, with that throw from Julie, we're going to make it home. Alright, so an inside the park home run from someone that doesn't really help us to do that, but a nice hit from Ken anyways, and we're pretty happy to just take the lead in this game. Was tempted to try to just smack that one, but I'm going to take it high. I forgot to swing. That one might have been a ball. I'm not sure. Switch to line drive with 2 strikes on the mirror and definitely take that pitch. 1-2 now. Fouls that one off to stay in the at-bat. That one too. Trying to just get a hold of something. We'd like to pull it down the left field line if we can, but with 2 strikes, can't be overly picky. Right, Julie. Yep. So not bad contact. If Julie had been shifted off the plate a little bit, it would have gone through their slow middle infield for a hit, but not that time at least. Wow, Julie's only batting 235. The AI is not taking advantage of her skills very well. As she swings at a pitch that was pretty clearly outside the zone for strike 1, but then gets a hold of that one. Just going to be a double, though, off the towering building wall in right field. That will bring up the ever undangerous Rose Flugel. Whoa. That pitch did not go at all where I was aiming it, but it was a strike, so can't complain too much. Rose watches strike 2 go by her as well, and that means we're going to try for our left hook strikeout. But not on that pitch, that stayed too far outside, so we're going to come back inside. Okay. What the heck? I didn't think Rose was capable of that, honestly. She proved me wrong there. So the Marlins have tied it up on a Rose Flugel home run. Like I said, nobody really saw coming, or at least not me. We will try to get our strikeout on Reese instead. He's got some good skills, but too terrifying of a batter to face here. I feel like that's about the only line my custom actually says. Oh, so close to getting our left hook strikeout on that one. Probably gonna get crushed this time. Nope. Oh, there's another line from the custom, and our 3rd strikeout of the game. So we do still need a lot more if we are going for 10 in the game, but we'll see how it goes. I theoretically have quite a few weaker hitters, but as Rose already showed, that doesn't always mean a whole lot. We also might be in a situation where we need to get a double play to try to get a power up and try to get a home run with one of our worst hitting players. Just take the pitch, Artie. Come on. Let me get my strikeouts on. There we go. Alright, 4 strikeouts already in the 2nd inning with 1 more out to go and another fairly weak hitter to go. So this could be a great pitching game for the custom, though it's already given up those 2 runs, of course, so not really a great pitching game. And none of that's going to matter if we can't both win the game and defeat the challenge. And we will at least try to see about getting back to winning the game in this inning with Molly May batting leadoff. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was going to be a strike, but was taking it all the way anyways. So, strike 1. I think that's a ball. Yep. So 1-1 on Molly after a couple hooks from Julie. Was tempted, but it's both pretty low in the strike zone and a ball anyways. So 2-1, going to 3-1 now. Molly still has a green light to swing as a pretty slow player. I was going to take that for a walk, but just caught the strike zone, and now we just got to swing it. Most things close to the strike zone. Full count on Molly. Just pops that one up to Reese, who flubs it, but Julie was there in time to make the catch. So nothing doing there in our first out of the inning. Brings up good old Billy Mendelson. It's been pretty surprisingly solid player despite his poor reputation. Just does a little bit of everything and has a good batting eye, generally. Not good enough to tell that that was a strike, but didn't really want to swing at that low hook anyways. That one looks like a ball, and it is. 2-1 on Billy. He grounds it to Chrissy. We're about to find out what her arm is like. Yeah, not bad. So makes the out at first, bringing up Eric LeBeau, who pretty much is as bad as advertised. But what can you do? Hops it up. If it stays fair and wasn't caught, he probably would have been able to make it to first. But Reese made the catch on that one. So 1-2-3 inning for us. Not great. Not great. Bringing up Perry Marks for our opponents, the Marlins, to lead off the top of the third. Start off the at-bat with a slow ball from my custom for strike one. We already have strikeouts with all the different pitch types at this point, so it's really just about mixing it up and trying to rack up more strikeouts in general. Not going to be on that pitch. And I guess that would count as a unassisted put out, or does the first baseman get the assist for it bouncing off his head? Not sure how baseball rules would interpret that one. Probably would say that that is not an unassisted put out because the first baseman technically touched the ball. A rocket throw from the custom, thanks to his maximum arm strength, and easily made the play over at first base. He's getting pretty tired and struggling to locate pitches in the strike zone now. Probably should have used my more juice there because he has a chance to come up to bat this inning. But realistically, he's not going to get an inside the park home run. He's going to need to hit it down the left field line or somehow get it over the fence in center, but I don't expect that to happen. Yeah, I wanted that pitch. Should have swung at it, but trying to be pretty good about taking the first pitch in every at bat. Unfortunately, Randy just kind of grounds that one to Julie with not enough height on it to do much of anything. So that's our first out pretty quickly in the inning, and that will bring up Cindy Chang, who we're going to try about the same thing we did last time. She might continue to have a 0 batting average, but if I had known Julie was going to be the pitcher in this game, I wouldn't have felt quite as good about picking Cindy up in general, because her pretty much biggest strength is just hitting a short ground ball and beating out the throw to first. Oh, come on. 2-2 on very close call there. Works it to 3-2. Obviously, a walk is one way to reach base. And I think we're going to get there. Nope. Caught the high and inside corner for another strikeout on the season for Cindy. Bring up Mr. Donald Vogel again. Who's going to try to stay in open stance, line drive, and get lucky with something. Takes the first pitch for a ball. And the second pitch for a ball. Really needing to either turn a double play at some point or get a hit off of a power-up pitch at some point to get a power-up for ourselves. We're going to take that pitch with a 3-0 count at the time, but we'll be swinging away at anything inside. Oh my goodness. The perfect pitch on the outside corner from Julie, putting it to 3-2. Luckily, completely missed on that one, so we at least have Donald reach base again. which means my custom has another chance at the plate to try to get a home run. Yeah, we're not even going to bother stealing with Donald with 2 outs. If that had been a strike, definitely would have been swinging at it, but wasn't going to waste the time on that. That one was going to be a strike, but it's on the outside corner. Guess I could have switched to try to get it, but really wanting to be able to pull one to the left, where there's always the chance of the game calling it a home run. That one was right on the edge, on the inside. Wasn't sure about it being a strike or not. I was pretty sure that one was a ball, so full count now, and just gotta try to... Dang it! Both not a home run, and making an out, and not getting a hit off of the power-up pitch, so we're still at only 2 hits in this game, which is not great, to say the least. Especially when they also have 2 runs on 2 hits, and now we're going to have to fight a little bit just to get all the way back around the batting order to our low in batting players. Great hit from Xena. Billy fields it kind of well, but I'll go get the ball when it's thrown to you, Cindy. Ugh. Triple from Xena. We're in danger of just not winning this game at this point. Our offense is not clicking here. This very deep field makes it tough to get any legitimate home runs. Really just got to get lucky in left or lucky in center. If Rose Flugel hits another home run on me, though, I'm just like done. Oh my goodness! Not going to be a home run, but it's going to drive in Xena if she starts running at some point. No, go field the ball. What? Okay. I need a minute. What? Rose is just crushing the ball this game. And then by the time Billy finally fielded the ball out in center field, he threw it backwards to Cindy, who had come all the way out from shortstop to try to help. And by that time, Rose was able to make it to second base. This has been a pretty absurd game from this Marlins offense. Need to get back into just striking everyone out. Not that time. I couldn't even pull off a double play. Rose didn't get far off from the base enough, I guess would be how I would put that. So we're not going to get a double play this inning. Really want to get another strikeout, but yeah. At this point, it was always going to be pretty unlikely for us to manage for me to manage 10 strikeouts with my custom. We were on a good pace through the first 2 innings, but nothing since then. And at this point, we need to try to win the game first and foremost, and also somehow get back around to our low batting players and have one of them get a home run. Which seems less and less likely as we get further into the game. Who was on first base? Why did they just crush Julie with that throw? I don't know how Ken managed to reach safely there, but I'll take it because we need all the hits we can get. I can't remember. Xena's at first? Man, she just destroyed poor Julie on that one. We're going to go ahead and try to steal second with Ken here, especially on that first pitch for a ball. Julie, once again, not cutting the ball off to complete Reese's poor throw, so pretty easy steal. And 2 quick balls on a mirror. 2-0 count. That one, yeah, I was pretty sure it was a strike, but low in the strike zone. And not really what I'm looking to get. I think that one's going to stay outside, just barely though. So a 3-1 count on a mirror. That one was definitely a strike, and tried to get a hold of it with a power swing, but not quite. Switch to line drive, and a pretty good swing, but right at Cliff in left field, who could cover a lot of ground. Didn't quite get enough power on that one, Amir. So our first out of the inning, Molly May up to bat, and Ken Griffey Jr. still on second base. And I realized right as I was swinging that was going to be a big freeze. Obviously that one is not. With a high hook for a now 1-1 count on Molly. That one looked like a big freeze too, and out of the strike zone, so I was able to take it for ball 2. That hook was basically on home plate, so obviously a ball, so 3-1 count now. Molly pops that one up. Looked like it would have been going pretty deep, but it was foul. And then crushes that one. Going to go off the wall in center field, much like Zena's or Rosa's hit earlier in the game. And with Cliff over there to field it, we're not going to be able to go any further than second base, but nice deep double from Molly, at least leaving first base open for our next batter, Billy, in case he can make something happen. He just kind of pops that one up. It looks like Cliff is going to run over and make the play successfully, and he does. Never really got a chance even to show off grounder ball, and didn't really want to in a close game like this one, so would rather try to win it fair and square at this point. Though I might regret that if we don't end up winning it. Really pretty much identical stat lines for the two teams so far. They're good hitters, have really shown their stuff against my admittedly not that great of a pitching custom. Probably has something to do with it. And we still could really use a double play somehow. I don't know how we're going to get one if that's the kind of ball that gets hit to us. I mean, we could obviously intentionally let her get on base and then try to double up Perry here, but that's against the spirit of what I'm trying to accomplish here, so I might just have to be trying to hit a natural home run with Cindy Chang, which I am pretty doubtful of. Nice strikeout pitch there from the custom, at least, for his 5th of the game. I'll bring back up Fernando Diaz for the 3rd time. He hasn't done a whole lot for this Marlins offense. Guess now is as good of a time as any to use our juice up. Try to get this strikeout and maybe get some more juice out of it. Or at the very least, just to get out of this inning, and then if, in case I do bat around to the custom again, he'll have full juice just in case. Honestly, pretty much any contact with any of those batters that qualify, we're just going to be running and hoping we get lucky somehow with bad throws and such. Fernando has been sitting in an open stance this whole time, but has managed to take a couple balls and fight off a few pitches to stay in the at-bat. Struck out on what looked like it was a little bit of a low fastball heat there, but it's alright, and we pick up our 6th strikeout of the game. And Custom is batting 4th this inning, so it's probably a good idea to recharge his juice. Got Randy Uno to lead off. I guess this isn't technically our last inning at this point, because we got to actually get out of this inning with the lead to end the game. Randy just manages to reach first on a pretty cruddy looking hit. We are swinging power with Cindy Chang here. We are also stealing second base with Randy because of Reese's bad arm and just to leave first base open for Cindy, theoretically. Yeah, so the grounder ball technique would definitely help us win the game, but it wouldn't really help us getting a home run with one of these bozos. So it's a tough challenge without getting any lucky power-ups. So yeah, we're switching to grounder. If we can't get a home run, we at least need to try to get her on base and not pick up any more outs in the inning. Run, Cindy, run! Yes! She managed to hit. Her first hit of the season was on a power-up pitch. Gets us a power-up swing. What do we get? Almost all of them are good at this field, actually. Yeah, screaming line drive, that's fine. We're staying in open stance. Rose Flugel is their backup pitcher. Count as a homer. Count as a homer. Count as a homer. No, double! Oh, you stupid game. I got another one. We're trying again. Same thing. Run it back. No, he went the other way. Julia's slow, but not that slow. Run, Mav, run. We've got to somehow get him all the way home. I couldn't do it. I mean, we got some nice achievements for the custom on that play. It was his first triple of the game, or the season, and probably some more RBI related achievements, and he got into and out of his first rundown of the season, but didn't accomplish what I actually needed him to accomplish. And I also managed to get Ken out at second base on that one, which is especially bad because we need to be batting all the way around now to have any chance in this one with the challenge. I mean, we pretty much locked up actually winning the game at this point, but that is not the whole purpose. That ball is fair. I think that counts as a home run. It looks like it's staying fair. Nice one from Amir to keep the game going and extend our lead even further. This kid's got power. Even without Ahmed on his team, I love Amir. I think it also helps that we're facing Rose Flugel on the mound now, but 577 feet, I mean, it just bounces a long ways. Not like it went that far in the air, but still, impressive swing from Amir. And does keep the inning alive. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was going to be a strike, but couldn't do much with it anyway, so taking it. That one was another strike. Could have done something with it, but mistimed the swing a little bit. We're now switching pitchers again to Chrissy Mulligan. With an 0-2 count now on Molly May, who just barely fouled that one off. I don't think I can really switch to line drive, so just hoping to get lucky, and looks like we will. Is that going to clear the fence? It does. Wow. That is one of my first times to do that. Molly is a great hitter. Been very impressed with her this season. She just ripped that one over that small area in center field, and somehow the ball ends up kind of behind the building over there. But another true home run with our power hitters, but we still got to get through. Let's see. We have Billy. We have... Yeah, so we have Billy, Eric, and Randy all coming up. Randy's still a little tired, but not too bad. Oh man, I killed the custom running around with him. That's going to be a problem when we get back around to pitching. But so our plan is to try to get back to Cindy and still have the screaming line drive. I don't feel entirely confident in this plan, mostly because it requires two of these bozos to get on base. And it looks like Billy's getting out right there, and he is. So I instead have to decide if I need to use the screaming line drive just to get on base and make it to Cindy at the top of the order, or yeah, I think I gotta try to save it. I don't think there's any way she can hit a home run without screaming line drive. She might not be able to hit a home run with screaming line drive and with some slower runners on base. I mean, actual best case would be getting a hit off of another power-up pitch, but that doesn't seem super likely either. Pretty good swing from Eric, but I think Cliff's going to catch it and end our game. Yeah. So, no real chance to complete the challenge at this point, unfortunately. We had a really nice inning there. Put up some runs, going to get the win, unless something crazy happens this inning. And with no more juice for the custom, we are going to have to swap him off the mound. Do I have any good pitchers? Oh yeah, I'm here. I think I'm just going to kind of hide myself behind the plate. If it's really short hit, he can still field it and make the throw easy. I'm actually going to have to go ahead and put Ken out in actual center field. We've had a lot of trouble with anything hit to the outfield this game, so just in case, Amir gets to do his first pitching of the season, for us at least. Easy first out on a grounder to Molly May, who's got pretty good cannon over at third base. Pretty similar from Cindy Chang over at shortstop that time, but Eric tried to run off the base and let the Marlins get a hit there. Eric, we don't care about double plays anymore. It's okay, man. Just make the outs. So we're just going to get out of this game with our win, and unfortunately a challenge failure. Ken, you really could have come and helped Donald out there. Yeah, again, we really just want the outs, guys. Morons. Are you not supposed to say that about kids in a kids' baseball game? Oops. Rose reaches base again. Oh my gosh, he is. Rose has been unstoppable this game. I mean, she was on a good game, and I think that definitely had something to do with it, but She has hit everything hard, crushed a couple of them. Annoying performance from my perspective.
Swing! Hey, batter, batter, batter! Hey,
As
batter,
we
batter,
continue
batter!
to try to
We
just
wanna
close this game out, I just want out of here.
Hey, batter!
Strike Reese out.
Hey,
Amir.
batter, batter, batter!
What pitch
We
is
want
he
a batter!
most likely to just whiff on? Amir, locate any of these? Elevator. Sure. Come on!
Whoa!
Made the catch. Alright. So, like I said, we got the win pretty handily after that monster of a fifth inning, but the one we had a couple chances at home runs with our lower than 5 batters, but Donald's was ruled a ground rule double in that left field alley, unfortunately, instead of a home run from the luck of the draw, pretty much. And actually, if there hadn't been this stand right here, the third baseman got overthrown when I was just madly dashing around the bases with the custom, and he could have ended up if this hadn't been there, the ball would have gone out of play and it would have counted as a home run at least, and I would have taken that at this point. But in this case, the stand actually did block the ball from going out of play, and I was not able to get anywhere near close to home on my sprint home, and just kind of had to retreat back to third base to not get out. So we got some achievements for the custom, which is nice, but we are going to have to sacrifice one of our players for a player a tier down, and my version of this mode or this challenge right now, there is no the challenge doesn't end just because the full challenge doesn't end just because we failed this game challenge, but there will be some rules about that in the fully featured version of the mode once we get that going. So this could be very costly, and you've got to really play smart to stay in the game and get out of situations like that. Yeah, if I could have gotten, I would have been tempted to go grounder ball if I could have gotten one of my batters on at that end of the fifth inning, but that's all right. And that will be it from me today. Thanks for tuning in.